And well, I need to crush these and find out for sure what's in them. And I just have a lot of it here. So I was watching one of Calder Young's, Calder's with mining magnets. And anyhow, he had this grinder hooked to a rock crusher. Now that was pretty. It's a little 4.5 inch angle grinder, and hooked to this grinder, and he could just take small rocks like these. You'd have to probably pre-break them a little bit more, and he would grind them up within seconds, and then he'd pan it out and see if there was gold. And this is what you're looking at here. There is an old-time mortar and pestle. It's cast iron, and as you can see, there's a few little ones in the bottom here that I tried breaking a long time ago. And if you've ever used one of these, it's a killer. It's trying to crush rock with that is not good. And I've seen other versions of this, and they're all about the same. But let me get one other thing here, and I'll show you. I went on Amazon and looked up manual rock crushers or hand rock crushers, and they had one that I thought would work. It was different than the mortar and pestle, and you could put bigger pieces in it, and it looks like it would work better. But again, it was $77.95 or $79.95 or something like that. So I did this drawing of what they look like, and as you can see here, it's kind of a T-handle affair. This is the handle, this is the weight. Over here is this is a pipe, and this bottom is a 1/2 inch plate steel. But this bottom piece was too small. It was only 5 inches square. And I thought, well, if I'm going to use that big T-handle, I want to be able to put a foot on both sides of this plate to keep it in place while you're banging the living daylights out of it. So anyhow, I've modified this. And as you can see here, here's the weight. This is 2-inch round rod. It's stuff that I had left over, and it was laying around the shop. And this old piece of rusty pipe here is 2-inch, and I think the round bar is a touch under. It's like a 1.87. And this is the 2-inch pipe. It's thin wall pipe. It isn't even anything big, but it's, I figured it would work. To make the T-handle, I did this square tube. This is 1-inch square tube. This is 3/4 square tube, and it varies from the drawing here in that this is 7.5 inch, and now I'm going to show you what came of it. And this is 9.5 inch. This was 3 inch, 3 inches in length this way. This weight. Mine is 5 inch. Right there. That's the 5 inch. This is the 3/4 pipe here. This is the 1-inch pipe up here on top. The 2-inch pipe. And this was all scrap stuff that I had in the shop from future projects. And if you know anybody who knows how to weld and you want to make one of these, I mean, it's really simple. It took 2 hours including rounding up all this stuff, all this pipe and things, and doing a little drawing and modifying it. And the base plate actually came out of a pipe notcher that I built. So this is reuse of it. And so you just take and you weld this 2-inch pipe here, weld the weight to this vertical 3/4 square tube, and this 3/4 square tube to the 1-inch square tube, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing to this thing. So maybe I can get this set up and do a little demo. Let's try it. Okay guys, you're going to see this as it happens. I've never used this before, so this is going to be the first time. And we'll see what happens. You know, like I said, I've never used it, so we'll see how fine. You can see this is the rock we're going to use. This has a little bit of mineralization in it. This one here is kind of highly mineralized. You can see all the rust staining. And I'm going to try it with just with those, and you can see where my feet are. You can hold this plate down while you drop this weight. And I'll tell you first that you wouldn't want to do that all day long, but we'll see if it crushes it or what happened here. So it's definitely finer than it was. You can see here. Now what you have to do here now, and I may do that yet, is go ahead and pan this, of course. I don't see any free milling gold in here at all. Maybe on this one. But now this isn't going to be giant stuff. This is going to be little bitty gold. So, but if you can find a spot where it's coming from, it'd be well worth the effort. So let me try to crush one of these bigger ones, and we'll see what those are like. I'd like to get that one. That one still fits because this is 2-inch ID pipe, but this is the rock I'd like to put in there. Highly mineralized, clear quartz, bull quartz, iron staining. You know, it looks like the perfect rock to have gold in it. So let me throw that in and see what I can do to them. See what gives out first, me or the quartz. After your hands get numb, it's really easy to do. So, just kidding. It's I didn't get all of that on the first go. So that big piece didn't totally crush. You can see I got these two and this one, and all of this is the fines from it. So I'll put these back in and crush them one more time. And then we'll do some panning. Like with most rock crushers, you have to run it a couple times, but this is down to stuff that I think we'll just pan it and see what's in there. Lots of it. Like I say, no free milling gold that I can see, so we might have to crush again. Let me get some water and see what we can do. Okay guys, I decided to use this 11-inch, I think this is a keen pan. It's either a Joby pan or a keen pan. It has small riffles, and this is just a screen. So I'm going to screen this down. And you can see that went pretty fine. The reason I'm going to do it like this is we'll take these big chunks out and we can crush them later. If we get any gold in here at all, then we'll just refresh it. And that's, you can see that, how much quartz is still in some of this stuff. So we'll just save this. So as you can see by the water spill on the floor, this is why I don't stay in the kitchen very much, because I have messes everywhere. But I'm using this same pan that I had the material in. That's what I used in when I was pouring the metal to cool the metal in it. It's just an aluminum pan that I got somewhere. So let's see what we got here, if anything. And that was green to quarter minus. So this is the quarter minus. Actually, it's quarter plus and minus. Let's see what we got here. I don't know if you can see this because I'm out of frame. Oh yeah, okay. For the first try, I'm pretty happy with the way the crusher worked. I'd be a lot happier if there was a whole bunch of gold in here. Seeing as how I'm in a shop, it isn't real bright. I've got a lot of overhead lights in here, and there is gold in here. There's a speck right here and a speck right there. I don't know what's over. Oh yeah, there's some more over here too. You can see it here. I don't know if I can focus on that or not. Let's see if I can. Let's see. They're pretty small. Oh, you should be able to see that though. I can see it in the viewfinder here, and it's right, where's my finger? Right here in this black sand, you can see the two pieces there. So I'd call that a success. As a matter of fact, there's another one in here. It looks like either that or it's on that right in there. So very good. So the crusher worked, and there was gold in those samples. I got to remember where they came from. But anyhow, this is going to be pretty short. It's too cold even in here, although it is up to 37 outside. So anyhow, that's it. That's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun to do. That was a fun project to build, by the way, out of just scrap, and it does its job. I mean, it just crushes that rock really good. Like I said, you have to run it through a few times. So anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, give it a nice comment. May the bottom of your pans be gold forever. Thank you so much for watching.